You worked for it, you waited for it, you thought about it constantly. The promotion, the relationship, the number on the scale, the degree on the wall, the goal you told yourself would finally make things feel different. And then you got it. And then, somewhere in the hours or days after, something strange happened. The feeling you expected didn't come, or it came briefly and then it left. What replaced it wasn't peace or satisfaction, it was a quiet, uncomfortable emptiness. Like standing in a room you spent years trying to get into and realizing the room is just a room. And the thought that follows, what is wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. This is not ingratitude. This is one of the most universal experiences in all of psychology. Kings felt it. Athletes at the peak of their careers felt it. And now, neuroscience can tell us exactly why. Scientists call it hedonic adaptation. The brain is not designed to let you enjoy things for long. It was built for survival, and survival rewards movement, not stillness. Every time you achieve something, your brain recalibrates. What was extraordinary becomes ordinary. What was a destination becomes a baseline. And almost immediately, your brain begins scanning for the next gap. Think about the first time you moved into a place of your own. The independence, the space, the quiet, it felt like freedom. Then 6 months passed, and now it is just where you live. The apartment did not change, your brain did. It stopped marking it as new. And what the brain does not mark as new, it stops generating excitement about. Psychologists Philip Brickman and Donald Campbell named this the hedonic treadmill in 1971. Human beings return to a relatively stable level of happiness regardless of what happens to them. They studied lottery winners. People who came into life-changing wealth reported an initial surge of joy, and then within a year returned to roughly the same emotional baseline they had before. The external world changed completely. The internal experience normalized almost entirely. But here is where it becomes deeply personal. The emptiness you feel after getting what you wanted is not just about adaptation. It is also about the story you told yourself while you were waiting. Psychologist Gilbert found that we consistently overestimate how good the good things will feel and how long that feeling will last. We imagine the promotion and we picture confidence and ease. We do not picture the new pressures, the new expectations. We imagine the relationship and we picture fullness. We do not picture the ordinary Tuesday evenings. The achievement arrives. The story we told ourselves does not. But there is something even more fundamental happening. The pursuit itself was doing something for you that the arrival cannot replicate. When you are working toward a goal, your brain releases dopamine. Not when you achieve the thing, but when you are moving toward it. Dopamine is not a reward chemical. It is an anticipation chemical. It fires in response to the possibility of reward, not the reward itself. Neuroscientist Wolfram Schultz found that once a reward becomes expected and certain, dopamine neurons stop firing completely. The certainty kills the anticipation, and without anticipation, the feeling disappears. You did not want the thing, you wanted the wanting. Once you understand this, you can stop blaming yourself for not feeling what you thought you would feel. The promotion was never going to give you permanent worth. The relationship was never going to dissolve the ache completely. Not because those things are worthless, but because the feeling was always being generated by the movement, not the destination. So what do you do with this? Psychologists Lyubomirsky and Sheldon found that what actually sustains well-being over time is not achievements or acquisitions. It is effortful, intentional activity, things that require continued engagement, things that grow in complexity the more you put into them. Not things you get, but things you do. Not destinations, but processes. A craft that always has another level, a relationship that requires daily tending, a discipline that reveals new depth the further in you go. The emptiness after achievement is your brain telling you something true. There is no finish line. The version of you that felt most alive was not standing at the finish line. It was still running, still uncertain, still reaching, still becoming. The question was never how to finally feel satisfied. The question is what you want to be in motion toward next. Because the person you become in the reaching, that is the only reward that does not fade.